Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing? As promised, Fridays, no PPTs, but very, very fun-filled learning and fun-filled Fridays. Today, what you are going to witness is something very unique. So I welcome everyone. And today's role play is all about peeping into the minds of three mid-career professionals. They are at a crossroad because the company is going for digitization. Each of them will represent a struggle that you may resonate with or you may not resonate with, but definitely you would have heard sometime in your life. You would have witnessed being the first hand experienced person or from your friend. So let us enter into a meeting room where the rapid changes of the organization, how they are impacting the people who are working there. Now, these are people with huge amount of experience, 10 plus years of experience, 15 plus years of experience. Everybody has their doubts. They have responsibilities that they have to hand over, take actually for their family and other things. The team responsibilities and the young generation coming in full swing. So many people are there in that transition now, wondering what is going to happen. All those technologies called AI, blockchain, everything that is coming, and where am I positioned? All the dilemma that you are facing. Kavita, she has been almost 2 decades in the same company, and now she is at the crossroads. She is a loyal, hardworking, but now out of touch with digital tools. Experience is there, but familiarity with digital tools is not there. She is weighing the responsibilities of her family and also the sustenance of her career. Divya, younger, but still experienced. She is excited about the new things that are coming in. At the same time, she is harboring a small fear in her mind that can I do it? Am I capable? She is aware of her potential, but the humongous nature or the size of learning things is crippling her mind. Amit, the manager, he is the one who is responsible to take people along with him and make them transition this wave of transformation happening in the organization. He can't be a mere spectator of the things happening around him. He has to push people and make them do the things that are supposed to be done. And at the same time, ensure that they are left confident and not broken. So, guys, watch closely the characters, how they wrestle with their inner conflicts, their need for security, and the push from the organization to embrace the change. It's a conversation that you are going to hear full of vulnerability, frustration, but also the possibility of transformation. Let's step into that. How many of you are ready? Show with a raise of hand. Great. मेकअप करने के लिए स्क्रीन के पीछे जाओ. So let me share the screen. Yes. Yeah. Yes. So Fun Filled Friday. Adopt or exit dilemma of these people that we are going to witness now. So who are those people? I have already told. Everyone is worried as to what will happen. So let us see What is going to happen now? Great. So let me stop sharing and we are there. Can I stop? So team, can we have the people spotlighted? Yes. So let us start. Just give me a second.
Meanwhile, we start the role play. Can I have all of you on the screen? Let's make it an interesting session.
So guys, please be on camera. Okay. So I won't sugarcoat it. Things are changing fast. The company's digital transformation is moving at neck-breaking speed. And we need to adapt. Layoffs are coming. And this isn't a suggestion anymore. It's a necessity. Let's talk where we stand.
I have been with this company for 18 years, Amit. I have been loyal. I have worked hard. And now it feels like all of that is being swept away just because I don't know these new digital tools. Is that it? I don't learn this, I am out.
I understand how you feel. Kavita, believe me, I understand. I have been in this company also for over 20 years and I'm feeling the same pressure. But it's not about loyalty anymore. It's about adapting to a new environment. The world is moving fast, very much forward, and we have to move with it. We need to be relevant or we will be left behind.
But what if I can't catch up? I have been doing the things same way for years. It's not about learning new tools. It's about feeling like everything I have done, everything I have worked for doesn't count anymore. It's like the world is moving too fast and I am stuck in quicksand.
I know what you mean, Kavita. I have been trying to keep up, but it feels like every day there's something new. Artificial intelligence, blockchain, cloud computing, whatnot. I don't know where to start. And now, with layoffs, it's overwhelming. What if I pick the wrong thing? What if I put all my energy into learning something that's irrelevant the next year?
Divya, we all feel that way. Even I do. But it's not about mastering everything at once. It's about showing that you are willing to adapt. The company isn't expecting perfection, just progress. The efforts matters. And we have faced challenges before, isn't it? This is no different and we can't ignore it.
But what if I cannot? What if I try and I just cannot do it? I have got my family responsibilities and I'm already stretched thin. I can't work 14 hours days and then come home and study digital tools. It feels impossible for me.
You know, Kavita, I know the weight of family responsibilities too. My kids, they barely see me. And now we are expected to learn new skills on top of everything else. But if we don't do this, what happens then? We risk losing our jobs and putting even more strength, strain, and pressure on our families. I am also scared so much of that too.
But it's not just the skills, it's the pressure. Every day I see younger employees zipping through new softwares, understanding things I'm still trying to figure out. They don't have the same responsibilities I do. I'm scared I'll be left behind just because I can't keep up with their pace.
Exactly. I have kids, a husband who travels all the time for work, and elderly parents to care for. There's no time left for me. I'm not like those younger employees who can stay late at the office, learn new tools, and take risks. I can't afford to take those risks. What if I fail? What happens to my family then?
You're right. We have different challenges, but that's why we need to approach this problem differently. Very differently than what we have been doing till now. We don't need to compete with the young employees. We need to leverage our strength that we already have and that they don't have. Experience, knowledge of the company, relationships. But we also have to show that we are ready and open to be evolved. The company needs to see that we are not stuck in the past. That's the only thing, and that's the only way we are going to stay relevant, Kavita.
But even that feels like a gamble. What if we evolve and it's still not enough? What if we put all this effort in and we still get laid off? That's what scares me the most. That all this work could be off for nothing.
I get that. I feel it too. But doing nothing is not an option anymore. If we stand still, we are already out of the race. By trying, we have it's a risk, but what's the alternative? We are here because we have fought through challenges before. It's just another one.
Amit, I don't want to lose this job. I have given my whole career to this company, but it feels like I'm running out of time. And I don't know if I can adapt fast enough. How do I even start?
You start small. You don't have to overhaul everything, every skill set overnight. Start with one. Pick one tool that's relevant to your current job and focus on that. Break it down into pieces, manageable pieces that you can consume the things bite by bite. The important thing, Kavita, is to show that you are making progress.
Okay, I can start small, but what about the timeline? How fast do we need to prove we can adapt? And how do we know we are moving fast enough?
Ah, that's the hard part. The company is moving quickly, but it's about visible progress. So you don't have to be a digital expert in 3 months, but you need to show that you are making progress, that you are taking steps. The company needs to see that we are committed to growing. Even if we are not there yet. You see, I don't have all the answers, to be very honest. And I'm also still figuring it out. But what I do know is that standing at one place still won't save us. We have to keep moving.
I don't want to be left behind. I have worked too hard for this. I'll try, but it feels like I'm starting everything from scratch again.
You are not starting from zero, Kavita. You have 18 years of experience to build on. This isn't about replacing what you know, it's about adding to it. Don't forget the value you already bring to the table. That goes for you also, Divya. You both have skills, knowledge that younger employees don't. But we need to build on that with the new tools. It's not an all or nothing situation.
Okay. Small steps. I can handle that. But it's still terrifying to think that even after all these efforts, there's still no guarantee. The world is changing so fast.
The world's always changing. It's always been that way. But we have adapted before, isn't it? And we will adapt again. Now, the only difference is that the stakes that we are feeling is very, very high now. I believe in both of you. And I wouldn't be sitting here now fighting this fight if I didn't believe we could come out stronger.
Yes, I'll try. I don't want to live in fear anymore. I'll take one step at a time, like you said, Amit. I'll try.
Yes, I can do that too. Start small, keep moving forward.
That's all I'm asking, one step at a time, and we will get through this together.
So, how many of you could relate to this? How many of you have started feeling that it's time to adapt? It's time to learn. Just raise your hands. How many of you have started feeling that? Vineet says yes, yes, yes. Nisha is raising her hand. Kartika is raising hand. Padam is saying yes. Dali is saying yes. Nagaraju is saying yes. Many of us. We are in the same situation right now, right? Everything is transforming so quickly that we need to start learning. We need to adapt. If we don't, we are behind. You have to exit. You have to be out of the game. But are you ready to do that? We all want to learn. We all want to change. But fear hai kahin na kahin pe. Right? So now I would like some of you to share what comes in your mind when all this happens around you. Who would like to share it? I want to understand that. Hands तो बहुत लोगों ने raise किए. I can see that yes, we know that. But now I want to understand what goes in your mind when you look at this situation, how you react to it. What comes to your mind? Can I have people on the screen? Can I have all of you here with us? It's Friday evening. You have taken out time to be in the session. Then what's the point when you are behind the screens? Okay, so let me pick by myself, whoever is there on the camera. So I can see Nisha raised her hand. Can we go ahead with Nisha? Hi, Nisha. Good evening.
Yeah, hi. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, very good. And I've been following up with your sessions for quite a long time now. So it's very informative, and thank you for such amazing sessions. Now I'll get to the point. Yeah, you were talking about taking that first step. or making that time from your busy schedule, it's a challenge. So consistency is again another thing. So we have to make that commitment to ourselves that come what may, we have to work forward towards our upgrading ourselves to level up our game and to be at par with the competition.
Yes. So Nisha, are you ready to do that when such kind of situations come across?
See, we are all human beings, and we tend to procrastinate. But taking that first step and taking that small steps at a time makes all the difference. So
Yes.
there's many skills that we like my public speaking and all, which needs time. So we have to make time, and there's no excuses, as we rightly said, but we have to work towards it. Yeah, that's what.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nisha, and just keep following the sessions, I would say, as you mentioned.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much. Yeah, thank
So, team, can we open the chat box? I think chat is closed. We can open the chat also. Let everybody share what is coming in their mind. Okay, so I can see Dali has raised hand. Let's go ahead with Dali. Hi, Dali. Good evening.
Yes, good evening, madam.
So,
Yeah,
yes, what comes to your mind when you have seen this role play? What is going in your mind and how you react to these kind of situations?
yeah. Actually, I get this one fourth week. This calculation. You see the picture.
Yes.
This is actually a very small effect, but the percentage is coming 37 for the 1 year. So I follow this one. The first step I take, I get so much inputs. Then I started the meditation first. Then I come down, my so many inputs come down. Then after I start small consistency effort after the meditation. Now I improve so much. Maybe it will take 60 days more to more improvement.
Wow.
So I start this from my job environment. I started this small changes, how to behave my colleagues, how to talk properly, how to align the sentence properly before speaking. Then slowly I am improving. This is changes coming. I am seeing from my eyes these changes.
Wow. That's
Thank
good to know,
you.
Dali. Wow, wonderful.
Thank you for a total team of Vamshiji and all the team of career government staff. Thank you very much. But this formula is front of me every day. But I even sleeping also I remember this formula. This is very small formula but very effective. This
Yes.
formula I will get from one of our team member. I take immediately print out and I keeping every day front of me. Thank
That's
you very much.
wonderful, Dali. Okay, so now I can see the next one. Padam has raised his hand. Let's go ahead with Padam. Hi, Padam. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Gitanjali. Actually, I was able to relate the thing in my real life career as well. So actually, I do have a 2 decades of IT experience. I worked in IBM, and IBM, my work was in multiple projects, so there was no monotony of work. It was but yeah, definitely, as like when we are in a comfort zone, and technology, being in a technology, the technology is daily changing. Like I started Java 1.4. Today in the market, Java 20 is there, approx, I am saying. So it is not that easy to move and catch the technology. But yes, what I learned from the CGM is we need to break our ice. And if we have like whatever the first thing we need to focus on the work area which we are working in that area, whatever the technologies are there, we should first learn those technology. And like we need to take our time, definitely, as in the busy schedule of our life, traveling is taking more time actually. And we are not, after coming to home it becomes very tough to do any activity because we want to give some time to family. Learning a new skill is definitely going to be a nightmare, but if we don't learn we will not grow. So learning is very important, so we should pick in a small units. And from the CGM program which we have learned, we have to manage our time with to do tasks and weekly planning prior. That will help us to make our task much easier, and we'll find more time to learn and grow. We only have to do ours, because if we want to grow, we only need to plan ourselves how we want to grow. So that is our future. I am really thankful to you. It's a very nice.
Thank you. Thank you, Padam, for sharing it. And I could see some of the questions in the chat box. How to learn fast. And I would say you would have taken a takeaway from the role play only. Start small first, but at least start, right? You have to start taking the small steps. Start learning. Not like, itna kuch hai, how to learn? No, at least start. Start taking the small steps, right? Okay, so who is the next one? Who is the next one who wants to share? The real story, real situation, I would love to hear that, as Padam narrated that yes, he was going through this and he overcome this. So anyone else who wants to share that? I can see, okay, Surya has only raised his hand. Let's go ahead with Surya. Hi, Surya. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. Actually, this is, I kind of agree with Padam, what Padam has mentioned, first of all. It's a very difficult thing. I agree. Let me put one more point to what Padam has said. Like, I understand that there is a factor called wish and there is a factor called goal. So, I mean, goals are practically, to me, are pretty realistic ones. I mean, rather than the wishes. I mean, so there is a balance that I think one should make in order to understand. I mean, like what is practically feasible and what is not. So suppose I asked that question that it is so much, everything is evolving so fast, but I don't have that much of time to cope up with it. Say for example, I'll give you an example. AI. Okay, AI. There is so much to learn. Okay, there is so much to learn. There is so much to implement and put it into things like that. So if I invest my time in learning AI or maybe anything, I mean like AI and all that, and in between I get to understand, okay, by the way, this is also important, and I get deviated. The second thing, and it becomes like there are so much thing to be done and there is so less time. So that is what I generally feel about. So I know that it is my time, I have to plan it out, but at least I need to know that what is the goal, because we have already discussed in this call as also that a sort of what is, I would say, what is the current, the technologies are ever evolving, right? Technologies or whatever, processes or whatever is there is ever evolving. So how to cope up with that first? I mean, that is my first question. Is it to learn everything with a single go and to understand that one? Or is it like I have to take one small steps? I mean, it is easy to understand that is, yes, I can take one small step at a time and then I can move forward to my goal. But I don't know, God knows when I will reach the point, and maybe the point that I will reach at, by that time the technology will become obsolete. So that is the major part that I feel a bit of challenge to, reluctance, or I would say a bit of challenge to get into the entire thing.
Yes. Surya, I'll not give any solutions here, but I'll just give one tip here, that when you mention like so many things, right? You have your goals in mind, but at least you can do one thing, that in this month I have to complete it. This thing I have to complete to reach to that goal. Not 3 things. You don't have to define 3 things. This is for everybody. You don't have to define 3 things to be done in 1 month. Have specific 1 or 2 tasks that you have to complete in this month and focus on that. Not like all the things are scattered and you are focusing on this, that, just keep it limited. So that, and yes, definitely, half an hour you are coming in these sessions, another 30 minutes for sure you have to spend on your self-development. Right? We have 24 hours. Everybody is having that. And we can take out at least 1 hour for ourselves to grow. That we don't do. Right? So start doing that 30 minutes here and 30 minutes for your self-growth. You will start seeing the change. But focused, no distractions, no phone, nothing. Yes? Okay, thank you, Surya. Okay, so we are already at 8:30. Shall I pick? Okay, let's go ahead with Shravan, the last one, and then we'll move ahead. Hi, Shravan. Good evening.
Hey, Kavita. Good evening. Thanks for letting me in. And the role play, actually, this is the first session I'm attending. And every day I keep getting the WhatsApp messages, but in the things of life happens to everybody. So I get carried away. But today I thought, let me try what's going on. And looking at the role play, I thought perfect landing for me to start with. I have 18 years of experience. Just last month, I have finished 18 years of experience. And 18 years of, fortunately, things have been good to me. But, every year, these things go through my mind. 90% of things happen in the mind, nothing happens outside. Things are happening around you, nothing is happening to you. But again, you can't take it lightly. The point that I would like to make here is that we should not get succumbed to the perfectionist mindset that, there is so much to be done and we need to do everything in one go, like you guys were seeing in the role play. The manager role, I think Amit was nailing it. First thing he does is he connects with you saying that, yes, I understand you're right. And then he gives the solution to that as well. And it doesn't go away at first time. You have to do it 10 times. Like Kavita, especially, I think you are playing the devil's advocate. No matter how much Amit says, you go ahead and come back to the same point that I'm loyal, I don't have time. Things like that happen to everybody. But yeah, one tip I could give away right now is that there is this thing called input and output. We generally load ourselves with so much of input. And if there is no output, that input will just not work. And one of us have been saying that I started with Java 1.4 and today there is Java 24, right? Things will happen. Even in my project, we are shifting from Java 11 to Java 17 right now, even though Java 24 is out there. So things will happen at the market, but it's important that we keep updating ourselves, not in everything, but at least one thing which is relevant to you, which you can connect to. And the other thing is discuss it with one of your colleagues, the colleague you can trust. Slowly, somebody will come out, who you can partner with. And you can definitely take away 1 or 2 items from him and you can give your inputs to him. He will give your inputs to them. So collectively, you can grow. Most importantly, it's a very good thing to find a group. Maybe I found a group today in form of our input activity, which I'm taking right now. Vishal Manocha's initiative, this happens to be. I'm so grateful to everybody here. But again, things will keep changing. I think somebody, maybe 5 or 6 years before in a LDP course, I learned that this is a VUCA world. Things will keep changing. There will be uncertainty all the time. But don't get into that perfectionist mind. Keep updating yourself. It may be just 1 or 2 new concepts that you can learn today and apply it. That way, we will definitely grow a lot. So at least this is what I wanted to say. Input and output, both should be in line.
Yes.
That's all I have. Thanks, Kavita. Thanks, Dipti, and thanks, Amit.
Thank you, Shravan. So as Shravan mentioned, very well explained. And now, Shravan, I would say as you landed for the first time, now you have to land every day in these sessions. You have to commit yourself to learn, right? And now when Shravan is mentioning that yes, powerful session, and I could see some of you, Nisha mentioned that powerful session, she is taking up so much. So you have to commit to yourself to be here. And it's not only about you, right? You have to help your friends, family, because if you are able to take it, it means other people also need. this. We don't have to stop anywhere now. When we are on the mission, you are also on the mission with us who are here. That yes, everybody has to learn. Everybody has to take. It takes nothing, only 30 minutes it takes of our 24 hours. But yes, commitment is required, consistency is required, and you have to get all other your friends, families, whoever you feel are in the need. Yes. So now, what session is there on Monday? For that, I'll let you know. First, you have to join those who have not joined the WhatsApp community Facebook group, where we are going to share so many things, cheat sheets, documents that will help you to grow. When we deliver the session, you have to be a part of these Facebook groups. And yes, you have to set reminders for all the sessions from Monday to Friday. You have to be here at sharp 7:55, not at 8 p.m. Here we have written that for tomorrow, session will start at 8, but you should be here at 7:55, right? Now, the session that is happening on Monday, by none other than our communication expert, Deepti. We all want to lead. We want to be leaders, right? But there are so many things attached to that. It's not easy. So how many of you would love to know the secrets? How to lead. The secret to leading beyond managing tasks. We all manage tasks, but there is so much beyond that, right? So be here on Monday to have this wonderful session by Deepti, which will give you a lot of insights. And yes, at least one step you will start taking from there. Let's start to learn step by step. Let's start slow. I'll again say, let's start slow, but let's start it. कोई जल्दी नहीं है, भागना नहीं है. Let's start. Yes. So see you all on Monday with a lot of energy in the session. And you all have to be here along with your friends, family, whoever is in the need. And repost this LinkedIn post, which we have posted here in the Career Dwar. Just repost it so that it can reach out to maximum people. Can we do it right away in the session? I don't want that you go out and then you again get busy in your lives. Can we do it right away? You all are a part of Career Dwar. Let's do it right away. So let's do together. Vamsi, Deepti, me, we all will go together and do it. Let's repost it and see how many people, how it's reaching to how many people. And then we'll end the session. I'll take another 30 seconds so that you all do it, or a quick off button. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So see you all on Monday at sharp 7:55. Have a wonderful weekend.